Hi there, this is Arthur from Ideal Bike YouTube channel, and I'm gonna share my experience with motorcycles and also with my latest Honda Transalp. I started with the mountain biking. Mountain biking was my passion, and I started with the mountain biking 10 years, 12 years ago. I forgot, about 2008, 2009. Then I tried to adapt myself to city traffic and losing time in the city, and I started to think about how to get faster through the city traffic. So I started with a motorized bicycle. This was actually my second bike, mountain bike, motorized bicycle. The motorized bicycle become a stress for me because I had to repair quite a lot, the rim, also the engine. Everything was really pain in the ass. So I decided, okay, now I need to buy a moped, a 50cc moped. And this was a very good decision. I started to enjoy it quite a lot. I rode it, so the motorized bicycle I've ridden for 8,000 kilometers, then I sold it. Then the moped, the 50cc Lifan Chinese moped, a Honda Cab engine copy, I bought it and I ride it for 24,000 kilometers. Also I ride it in the mountains. I ride it through the cities sometimes, but mostly in the city traffic. But again, man, Chinese motorcycles, Chinese mopeds are not so reliable. I need to fix a lot of stuff. And I decided to, I want to buy a motorcycle. No, the most reliable motorcycle, I don't want to work anymore and change engines and try to fix every week something. So I searched. First of all, I didn't have the A license, the motorcycle license. I take it in 1 month. My purpose was to buy a 125cc Honda Cab or Honda Super Cab. But after I made the motorcycle school, I decided I want a bigger motorcycle. Let's say a middleweight capacity motorcycle. And I searched for 6 months. 6 months I searched for my ideal motorcycle for that time. And I wanted something to use it in the city and something to use it in the outside the city on my rides. And then I decided to buy one of the most reliable motorcycles. So I have searched for 6 months, more than 6 months. I was searching, and I found the Honda NC750X DCT version, 2019 model version. And after I searched, I went and purchased this bike. And this bike was actually the bike which really was the perfect bike for me at that time. A perfect bike for city riding, a perfect bike for commuting, for riding outside the city, maybe some 5% off-road, why not? It was a perfect bike. Low fuel consumption, DCT gearbox, very reliable, like a tank. It was really like a tank. No major issues, nothing, for more than 3.5 years and 62,000 kilometers. So I made with the bike 62,000 kilometers. You can watch all my history with this motorcycle on the YouTube channel, on the Ideal Bike YouTube channel. I have there more than 100 clips with the Honda NC750X. You can watch it there and see all the nice places. After the Honda NC750X, which by the way I sold it last year in November, I needed to go more, I wanted to go more on the off-roads. And okay, the Honda NC was not an off-road bike, was more like a city tarmac bike, and was not suited for off-roads. I wanted more off-road orientated bike, and also I wanted maybe better suspension, maybe higher ground clearance. Our roads in Romania are not perfect, so I wanted a bike which suits somehow these unperfect roads. I was very lucky to sell my NC750X last year in November, and I had to move forward. I have to move very fast to get this bike, the Honda Transalp 750. I waited 7 months for this bike. 7 months starting from November last year until May, end of May. And I waited 7 months, and now you can see here the Transalp. I was thinking about the Transalp even since 2 or 3 years ago, when there was a rumor that Honda wanted to reinvent or remake the Honda Transalp, or come again on the market with this concept of bike, the Honda Transalp. Today was my first ride with the Honda Transalp. I take it from the dealership. You can also watch this on the YouTube channel, on the Ideal Bike YouTube channel. I took it from the dealership, make a short reaccommodation with riding a motorcycle, because I forgot to tell you that meanwhile I was riding the Honda NC750X last year, I bought also a scooter for city riding, the Honda Vision 110. This scooter was perfect for my purpose in the city riding, because at the beginning I wanted first to have a motorcycle which does everything, but now I think I know that it was a mistake. What I should have done is to have a scooter for the city and a motorcycle to go outside the city. This discussion or this concept, I really encourage each one to try it, to have a scooter if you're riding in the city, with low maintenance costs, with very good value for money, and also lower maintenance costs, and to have a motorcycle which you ride it outside the city. You don't stress it in the city, you ride it outside the city, maybe on off roads, maybe on roads, but you keep it for outside the city, and you have a scooter for the city and a motorcycle for outside the city. Therefore, I have now the Honda Transalp, since today is the first day with my Honda Transalp, and also I have the Honda Vision 110, which I keep it for city riding. I have to say, so at least from what I know, I'm the first person who rides this motorcycle, or I'm among the first ones who takes from the dealership in my country, Romania, this Honda Transalp. Today I was among the first ones, or the first one, who knows. I don't think it's so important. Why I chose this bike? Why did I choose this bike? First of all, my mind was set up to this bike since 3 years. So I already, in my mind, my expectation was to have this bike somehow mentally. This is the first thing. Then the competitors. I was riding also the Yamaha Tenere 700. Suzuki V-Strom 800DE was just released in the same time with the Transalp. I also had the chance to choose the V-Strom 800DE. But riding the Honda NC750X, and especially off-road, I've noticed that the weight, or we all know, or the persons who are riding off-road know, that the weight of the bike, it's really important. The V-Strom has 230 kilos. That's almost the same as my previous bike. And the weight was a factor, another factor, decisive factor for me choosing this bike. This bike has now, as we take a look at it, without any accessories, this bike has 208 kilos with a full tank, with a fuel tank full. So it's complete. I refueled a few hours ago, and this is a bike which weighs 208 kilos. That was a really pretty good argument for me. The Honda reliability, which I've tested so far, also with the Honda NC750X, with the Honda Vision. Now it's my third Honda, so far, and I'm happy with the reliability. Also, Yamaha is proven, especially the Tenere is very well proven, but it was too high for me. The seat was too high for me, and yeah, this was another the height of the seat. There were no option for lower seat in Yamaha Tenere, for example. Another factor is that the Honda offers 4 years warranty, 2 plus 2, and 200,000 kilometers mileage limit. So I don't know any dealer who offers this amount of warranty. So I just want to, I don't want to work on the bike, I don't want to work on the engine, I don't want to, you know, have problems and fix it during my rides. I just want to focus on the rides. This is my purpose, to focus on the rides, to focus on riding the motorcycle, not focus that something maybe will be broken. You know, I just want to focus on riding the bike, and that's it. No matter the cost, I just want a reliable motorcycle. Reliability, it's one of the main factors for me choosing a motorcycle. First, it is reliable, I can trust my motorcycle. Maybe I'm in the forest here with nobody around me, and the motorcycle will be somehow I need to fix something on it all the time. No, I don't want this. It can happen. You must know how to fix a motorcycle, but better to diminish the chances of the motorcycle being with problems. Another factor, decisive factor for which I chosen this bike was because I want to ride it also with my wife, and the bike has more than enough power for pillion, riding with a passenger, riding with luggages. It has 92 horsepower. I think it gives you somehow a comfort that you can ride it even loaded. I don't prefer riding alone with a lot of luggages, but when I'm riding with a passenger, perhaps I have to take, for sure I have to take some side cases or something like that to be able to transport some luggages. So I just want a bike which has enough power to be able to cover that. Also, I bought some accessories for this bike. This bike it's naked as I took it from the dealership. On the Ideal Bike YouTube channel, you will be able to see what accessories I've installed on the bike. I bought some accessories, not many, but the essential ones, which I consider essential. So you have to watch my channel to be able to see them or to see them mounted on the bike. What accessories? It's very simple. Rally pack, which consists of a bash plate, of engine protection, of rally foot pegs, of quick shifter, of hand guards, and also consists of I bought a crash bar, also a 12-volt charger, charging socket, a radiator protection, because this one has a plastic one, also good, but I prefer aluminum one. Also a central stand for the bike, because as you know, all bikes are coming without the center stand. As for other accessories which I'm planning to have on the bike, I have to ride it perhaps, I'm not sure. I'm gonna change maybe the windscreen depending on my trips. If I'm riding more on the asphalt, then I'm gonna choose the touring windshield, but I'm planning to do 50-50 somehow. So I prefer this one, which is smaller and gives me more visibility on the off-roads. I prefer this one, it's smaller, even without it will be great also, but I'm gonna keep this one. I will choose some soft bags for my, either soft bags, the ones which doesn't charge the bike so much, or maybe a special, I don't know, a special bag which I can mount somehow in a semicircular shape to have it. I don't prefer top cases anymore. This bike, it's a little high. I don't want to make the way to move the weight up somehow. I just want to make it as balanced as possible. This exhaust, this is a stock exhaust, and from what I heard it sounds quite nice. I think it's one of the stock exhausts which sounds very nice. I check it out. It was not only my opinion, but I also heard it. I heard it myself, and I'm gonna keep it for the moment. And perhaps when when I'm bored in the next years, maybe I'm gonna buy an Akrapovic. Maybe if I'm I don't know. I'm not planning. This is not a priority for me. But who knows? Maybe if Akrapovic makes a nice exhaust for this model, especially, I'm gonna think about it. Anyway, the stock exhaust, it's much nicer than the Honda Hornet, which has the same engine, but the shape and the design of the exhaust pipes are different. So here we have a lower sound comparable with the Honda Hornet. Both sounds, you can hear it on my channel, on the YouTube Ideal Bike channel. You can hear both the Honda Hornet and the Transalp. I was very lucky that this bike came stock with the Metzler Karoo street tires because I like them very much. The other option was the Dunlop Trail Max or something like that. I prefer this Karoo Street. This was the second option, and thanks God that I received them. They are similar with the Pirelli STR tires, which they are coming on the Yamaha Tenere, but these ones I really like them, and I'm gonna keep them until they will be finished. And after that, I'm planning to have the Mitas E07 Plus or the Michelin Anarchy Wild, depending. I have to be honest with myself and see in what type of roads I'm gonna ride this motorcycle. For the moment, I have to accommodate with the bike after 7 months, accommodate with a new motorcycle, and accommodate with a manual gear shifting after having a DCT gearbox on my previous NC. My plans first are to learn the bike, to improve my riding skills. First I have to start with improving my riding skills. This is the first. Trying to accommodate with the bike, trying to know the bike better, try to know my riding skills, to adapt my riding style to my riding skills, and try to improve and learn. This will be a very long learning process, which can take, I don't know, can take 1 year, can take 2 years, can take 3 years, I don't know, can take 6 months. So in the same time, I want to focus on the riding skills, on improving my technique of riding. I'm planning to make some trips in Romania, in very nice off-roads, in very nice let's say landscapes, also visit nice cities, and around Romania, maybe Bulgaria, maybe who knows, Serbia, Albania, Macedonia, Greece, Turkey, why not, to make somehow around and try to learn the bike and try to accommodate and improve my skills.